think the thing that I like it is firstly is I have some new friends from the South Sudanese community that is, you know, if I don't do this project, I probably never able to become friend with them, getting to know them more. Yes, and then the second thing, I think the how strong the project is and how the community willing to communicate to the society about the issue they want to voice out about what do they think and just want to have a dialogue with the society. It's a lot of changing me. Firstly, I think it's with the character. I think it's usually I'm working with a lot of Asian, and I'm Thai people. I'm born in Asian, and to work with African, we see the character is such different. I think all of the African, they're very, how to say, outspoken. They don't quiet, because in Asian a lot of us that is, we have issue and thing, but we be careful when we talk or we give a comment and that kind of thing. But for them, full on, they just talk very, expression. That is, I'm very impressed with that thing. I think it's come back very funny feeling for me, because we done this project because it's the with the South Sudanese image for society now. It's like an evil, and this project is going on for probably 1.5 years already. But thing is, it's not getting better, getting worse. And I think the media that is really hooked on this kind of thing. I think the thing that for the next phase, we probably should focus more on the what the media look at, why and what they look at, why they treat the South Sudanese is like this, and how should find a way that how that we can reach to the media and have a dialogue and have a talk to them. I think that's the main part for me. A lot of surprising me for this project, especially with they are non-actor, but because they are, like I said before, they're willing to tell the story. That means when we rehearsal and thing, some of them it's hard to read and hard to write and thing, but they're full on with their own script. And when we change the strategy, they said you don't need to read the script, you can improvise the thing, all of the content that inside you. It's like it's very surprised me, because like to break them out, like a lot of things that come out from that, and that's why when we write the script, that we bring all of that is come out from them and write it, all of the script and things. And it's amazing.
About the ability.
The ability, and I think it's the thing that the content or the frustration inside them that is really make them really, when they express on the stage, it's very beautiful. Like sometimes you need a lot of rehearsal and thing for the for the non-actor, but for them, because they have all of the content and thing, they just even they did the wrong cue, but they can come back that's the thing. I think it's amazing. The challenge thing is, I think it's the challenge thing is with between themselves in community. I think that is the hard part of it. Even with the actor, they're like a family. We have with the issue, the intergeneration and thing, and this is the real thing for them as well. When we rehearsal is okay, but when to become a dialogue and speak to the audience, I think you can see that it's some tension and something between the old generation and the young generations on the stage as well. It's not just performance, but that is the real thing, and they need to cross that thing. And I feel like for the first 3 shows, they still cannot accept and they cannot cross this kind of thing. After they finish the performance, they still like have a bit of frustration, and the older one always, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't answer like this, you shouldn't say like this on stage to the young one. But after a while, I think they already across that one, and they're very free for the young one. I think, yeah, I'm quite interested in that one. I think they kind of across the problem and solve the problem by themselves, and it's very. But in terms of us, that with the style of dialogue theater, we tend to have a lot of tension as well, because it is how to say that if something that is not go a long way, like they don't cross it, that could become another conflict and thing. Yeah. But that's the risk of the dialogue theater.
I think really being a director of the project is different from being a main actor on the stage.
Yeah.
So really interested to find out about you, your experience, and how does that affect you yourself as a director by participating in this project.
Usually I'm very enjoying it with this form. I'm still love to do just the normal theater, just acting and performance and thing. But for the last few years, I feel like I have enough of that as well. I feel like I want to do some kind of theater that is really affect people straight away, change people, not just theater that inspiration, inspire audience that come and then you go out and then you're going to change or not, I don't know. But for this one, you talk straight away, you expression your feelings straight away between the audience and the actor and things, some change that you can see on the spot. That's the thing that I like, and that's why I'm really enjoy this one so much. Yeah.
It's great.
Have you find any difference, or which difference have you find between audience here in different performances, as well as what are the main difference between the audience here in Australia and back in Thailand, in terms of practice the dialogue theater?
It's very different. In Thailand, it's very hard for people going to speak out. That's why with the dialogue theater form, we have many different forms, like 4 or 5 styles that is you can use if the audience not talking, how we're going to change. Alright, you go to a chat circle, or you go to stage debate, or that kind of thing. It try to find the thing that suits the audience. But in here, people seem like love to talk and love to discuss and love to speak. That's amazing for me. That means the main thing is for here is not to get up them to speak. In Thailand, to get up them to speak, but in here, just like okay for them speak, and how to make the thing get to the point, and how to address the issue. It's like to get deeply into the issue thing. And in here that you can see that it can easy get to the deep one. But another problem in here, I don't know how to say, with the PC, the political correctness thing, it's become something that is you can shut people up as well. Is like somehow people love to speak, but they're really sensitive with things that they spoke, and that means some issue that you need to open up, you cannot open up because of the censor of all of the political correctness and thing. That I think for me is interesting.
How is this different from Thailand?
In Thailand, people speak freely. When they can speak, they go for it. But hard to get them to speak. Because Thailand is still under the military regime. That means they don't trust that is okay. If they speak, that is how going to go. And Thailand have a lot of hierarchy as well. Okay, if in the room that have the teacher and the student together, the students sometimes they're scared to speak because the teacher there, you know, it's a lot of this kind, the hierarchy and that kind of thing. Yeah, but when you have the safe place for them to speak, they speak, they're full on. They're not really, oh, I can't say this, can't say that. They can just, you know, say what they want. We still don't have the political correctness in there much. Yeah.
In Melbourne, you have audience of South Sudanese audience and non-South Sudanese audience. So the political correctness happen in generally both of these kind of audiences?
I think when community is you can see that I can't remember how many shows that we have, but it's when the community people see, they're full on. They talk and they discuss, they blame. If they don't like, they say yes, and then that we know the issue straight away, what to deal with. But with sometimes with the political correctness, it's really hard just to, because it's under the politeness, under the, you cannot blame the South Sudanese people because they are good, they come from the war and that. South Sudanese, they have problem in themselves as well. They say it as well, even in our actor, yes, they have problem with the youth and things. But maybe the media is make it bigger for the real thing. But for the political correctness, sometimes they try to avoid. Like, no, that is, how to say, it's like, you bias a few things as well. And yep, I mean, I didn't look at clearly how that, but just my feeling in terms of actor, it's just like, we cannot talk if you cannot accept the thing, and that kind of thing.
Very good. Thank you so much.
The people will hate me about the PC people.
No, no, it's really interesting.